And now that the ASMR and the setup is done, let's get started. It's so hot, but so good. Alright, so my video for this week kind of got squandered because what I was going to do for you guys was I was going to do kind of like on the spot quick illustration challenge from prompts by other people, and I posted on multiple platforms, but I didn't get a huge feedback, and it wasn't enough to be a challenge, you know. So I'm going to wait a couple weeks, see what I can scrounge up, and extend it to more platforms. But hopefully next week or the week after, I can get enough stranger prompts that I can do a video of that. But instead of doing that video, what I'm going to do is do a random OC introduction and sketch. So I've put all of my girls on a piece of paper. I know, they're so small. So I put them on their names on pieces of paper, and you saw the whole setup. I cut it up, I folded them, and I put them all in this nice drinking glass. So I noticed that you guys don't really know a lot about me, and in previous sketchbook tour videos you have seen these original characters, and I wanted you guys to get to know them a little bit more, but I didn't want to just come right out and introduce all of them because I do have quite a handful. I have 7 ladies that I would like to introduce to you guys, and maybe I'll do this over a week. I'm not sure because that seems like a lot to take on, and I only just thought of doing that. But maybe this will be over the next 7 weeks. Maybe that'll be enough time to get some prompts from strangers who are too shy to give me the freaking prompts. Anyways, so I'm going to pull out at random because I wasn't sure who I wanted to introduce to you guys. So I'm just going to give this a nice little shake. Rachel. Nice. So I've actually been meaning to redraw Rachel for a while, and I guess I'll do that in this video. I only have 2 pictures of her, and you guys haven't actually seen her yet, so this will be a nice introduction. So I've taken Rachel's name out of here in case I do want to do this again, so I don't pick her up. I also wasn't sure if I wanted to do this on toned paper or if I wanted to do it on this paper, but I guess if I do it on this one, that'll give me more room to kind of sketch her out. So I'll do it on this one.
Voiceover starts now. Okay, so you guys are meeting Rachel for the first time today. The only other people who have actually seen Rachel are people that were on my personal Instagram when I just felt like creating a new OC, and it was last year, I do believe, at the beginning of the year that I created her. So I'm just going to start, talking about her so you guys get to know her and stuff, and hopefully in future videos when, any type of prompt comes along, maybe Inktober, I can include her or maybe one of my other girls. So Rachel is one of 4. I have many ladies that clearly you saw me put them in the jar, but 4 of them are actually in the same city. They're actually best friends, and they all own a flat together. And you're thinking, there's a 4-bedroom flat in New York that just happens to be on the rooftop? Yes. In my world, yes. So she's the wacky one of the group. If you have ever watched Friends, she's like Phoebe Buffay. Not in the whole boho sense, but in the wacky, really silly type of person. So she's 27 years old. She actually has 3-toned hair, which you will see in a second. The three colors that she likes to keep in her hair will be white, green, and purple. And she's actually a hairdresser, so it makes sense. But her best friends all have toned hair. There isn't a single girl in this group that has normal colored hair, and that's because Rachel likes to practice on everyone, and her best friends are her guinea pigs when it comes to hair dye, which is what she's known for. She actually, for food, she hates tofu, which is kind of funny because Quinn, one of my other ladies, loves tofu, so they kind of bat heads about that. But she loves bacon cheeseburgers, and it has to have bacon. It can't just have cheese. It must have bacon and cheese. So she's the type of girl who always feels hot temperature-wise. So she always dresses less, which you can see in the sketch that I'm currently drawing for her. It's like thin sweatpants and a tank top, and that's what she's usually in. Just like a tank top, sometimes a jean vest that, it doesn't have any sleeves, and it usually is crop top length, but she dresses less, not necessarily staying in her underwear, but she does dress the less. Like I said before, her best friends are Quinn, which I said before, Lilith, and Harlan. You will meet those ladies in the future, but they all own a flat together on the top floor in New York. She actually is a gardener. She has a green thumb, and this is going to sound incredibly corny, but she actually has the power to make plants grow. And who does that sound like? That sounds like Poison Ivy. Who is her crush? Her crush is Poison Ivy. So yes, in the world that they live in, there is such a thing as the comic books that we read, the video games that we play. So of course there's Batman and Poison Ivy. So she has two crushes. One is Poison Ivy, of course, because she can relate on a personal level with the fact that she can make plants grow. And she also is in love with Saitama. And anyone who doesn't know Saitama is, it's One Punch Man. Okay? She doesn't necessarily read. Let's just cut the necessary out. She doesn't read at all, which every girl has their own personality. Two of the other girls actually like to read, but she's not the type of person to read. She actually likes to play video games instead. The genre that she usually goes for is horror. So her favorite game will always be the Fatal Frame series, and she actually hates the Resident Evil series. It might be that camera angle, those stuck put maybe in the corner of a room camera angles, hates those. So like I said before, her personality, like Phoebe Buffay, zany, silly, but she's very loving for her friends, and she will be the first person to stand up for them. Now, if they're wrong, she'll put them in their place quicker than anybody, but her friends come first. She actually dreams of owning her own plant shop. I know that sounds very hipster. That's actually all of my girls are very hipster. And yeah, so that's actually Rachel so far. All of the girls actually represent me a little bit, I guess. Because last year that just happened to be my thing. So I created 4 ladies who each have a little bit of me in them. That sounds so weird. Okay, have a little bit of my personality. So the whole only likes playing video games but doesn't like to read, that's me. Okay, I don't like to read. I'm currently reading the Harry Potter series, and I've been stuck on the Goblet of Fire since last year. And it's more like a not stuck, it's more like a I need motivation to read. I have to be in the mood. Plus, I don't know if you guys watch Swoozy, but he once made a joke about he can't read because he'll just fall asleep. That's me. I will fall asleep if I start reading. So I'm usually it doesn't help that I usually try and read before bed, and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to read, and then boom, I just pass out. I don't know what it is. I just get immediately tired. So in these sketches, I decided to try and incorporate her personality a little bit, so you can see, different aspects of her, not just her standing there looking cute. So I drew her eating a bacon cheeseburger with bacon and with cheese on it. She's really enjoying that. And then her loving on two posters that which have her crushes on them, Saitama and Poison Ivy, playing video games, and then of course her it kind of looks like she's hugging a plant, but it's not close enough to be hugging. But just let's just say she's loving on this plant, okay? So when I was inking, I didn't actually have any problems, but when I was coloring her hair, I thought I had pressed record, and for the left side of her hair, it did not start recording like I thought it did. So you don't get to see me blend the colors together to make it flow, but on the right hand side, you do get to see it, which I guess is enough. I'm not sure. How'd you guys like that ASMR beginning? Was it nice? Did you want me to stop? Did you fast forward? Did you pause it? I know currently there aren't a lot of you that watch me, but one day, I will have people who will look back at that and be like, why? Why did she include that in her video? And my answer is, why not? Gotta put a little bit of everything in it, right? So these shoes, oh my god. I suck at drawing shoes, but I have been trying to get better, and here's the thing. When you try, you're more likely to succeed than if you were to just sit around and wish. So, I have been getting better at shoes, and I am thoroughly excited because I think what started it all is when I did my Antler Girl a couple weeks ago. I was really impressed with the shoes, and I even say that in the video. I'm really impressed with the shoes. So since then, I have been trying extra hard to draw shoes. And you know what I should do? I should do a sketchbook page or a couple of shoes to practice, like all angles. So right now, I'm doing the skin. Normally, she's very tan, but it's, kind of winter, fall right now. And even though she's not wearing a lot of clothes, like I said, she always feels hot, so she's wearing the less than she's wearing less than anybody else. So here you'll actually be able to see how I blend the purple and the green. And let me say that it is not easy to try and make those colors blend on paper. Yeah, I'm sure that it's easier to do in like gradient form digitally, which you know what? I can just say 100% it's easier. I thoroughly enjoy doing gradients digitally than on any type of traditional art, whether that be markers or watercolor. Watercolor's a little easier, but markers, oh my goodness. Why do you have to be so difficult? So normally when I draw with markers, what I normally do is draw in pink pencil, then do the coloring, and then ink. I did that before in one of my previous sketchbooks. I really liked that method. I'm really not sure why I didn't bring. Anyways, what I really want to do for you guys is to do quick sketches like this. I know that this one isn't that quick, but the ones on the left-hand side are. What I really want to do for you guys is quick illustrations on the dot. Boom. And I would hardly know what these things are because what I would be doing is writing the prompt down on a piece of paper, who it's from, what platform it came from, and that's it. I would be crumbling it up and putting it in a cup like I did previously for my OCs, and picking randomly. And it would probably be like a few weeks before I saw some of these again after writing them because it takes so long for me to get responses. Anyways, if you guys would like me to do that, or if you would like to see that type of video, go ahead and leave a comment down below of what you would like to see. And I mean, it could be anything, okay? A dinosaur eating ice cream, a rabbit mowing the lawn, whatever. It could be crazy, it could be serious, it could be dark. I don't care what it is. As long as you put your opinion down, or, sorry, as long as you put what you would like to see me draw down, then I will totally do that for you guys. Because that's actually something I would really love to do. But until then, I'm waiting till I accumulate a good amount of prompts to do so that there's not a few in the glass and I can pretty much guesstimate what I'm picking up out of the glass. Because that's no fun, you guys. So for a few of these quick sketches, I really didn't want to put too much detail in there. So you can see, yes, I ink it, but I leave most of the pencil marks there, and I just do a couple of color. I do a little bit of color here and there, and I really only did the hair on 2 of them on the left hand side. Of course, I did the right hand side because it's full body, and I wanted to do the full body so you at least know in full what she looks like, and then on the left hand side, just include a couple of things. And yes, yes, she has yellow eyes, and she's not the only one. Quinn also has yellow eyes, and that's actually something that they relate on. If you'd like to see maybe comics or situations of them together after I introduce all of them, let me know in the comments down below. Or I could put a poll, like right here. Megan, what was that weird sound? I'm sorry, I just raspberried you guys, and I'm really sorry. I wasn't thinking. Anyways, just vote in the poll if you would like to see situations of them together. Even if you don't say that you want it or not, I'll probably put it on here. Because right now, this channel's for me. So here you guys go. Here is Rachel. Isn't she so pretty? I really love her hair, and when I came up with that at the first time I did it last year, I was like, oh, psh, yeah, I really love colored hair, and I really loved hers. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If there's something you would guys like to see, let me know it down in the comments down below. Wow, I cannot speak today. Go ahead and hit that bell button so you can get a notification every time I put out a new video, which is every Friday. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.